Okay, there we go. So quadratic functions can get expressed by the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to f of x, where f of x is just your function of x. A, b, and c are constant, correct? They're just numbers. A is usually called your, what is it? Um, your scalar. Let's just call that a scalar. B is just another fucking number. Let's call that a number. And C is usually your y-intercept, right? Okay, well, it just so happens that the vertex just happens to have an x-coordinate of, let's leave it at that, the x-coordinate for the vertex is actually minus b over 2a. Wowzers! Whatever the fuck this equals, right? You plug this x in back into your original equation, and that gives you your y value for your vertex. And what is a vertex? On a given equation, it can be either this guy, maybe this guy over here. It's literally just a point where your quadratic function starts. Alright, now let's get down to something even a crazier thought. Now, remember this, right? Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This gives you the x-intercepts, or the values where the function crosses the x-axis. That means over here, right? This function has two intercepts. Well, you know what? There's three different cases where this function gives you possible values. There's either the case where there are no x-intercepts, right? Or there's, okay, that's two intercepts right there. Or there's only one. This guy happens when the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac equals 0 after plugging in your a, b, and c respective values. If you get a positive number, you get two intercepts. And if you get a negative number, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. A negative number, you have no intercepts. Using this guy, you can easily determine whether the function is factorable or not. Well, what is the easiest way to figure out your x-intercepts? Well, for starters, if you have a function, say 5x squared plus 50x plus, say, I don't know, 125, you can think, what's the easiest way to do this? I immediately want to plug in these values into this function over here. The quadratic formula, not equation. But you know what? They all have a common factor of 5. So let's factor out that bad boy. Okay, that's a little bit easier, right? Well, two numbers multiply to 25, but add up to 10. That's right. X plus 5 times x plus 5 gives us that. But look, this is just a repeated factor of this guy. Therefore, we could write it as x plus 5 squared is equal to f of x. Which leads us to the next thing, where this guy is in vertex formula. I'm going to write it over here, because I don't got space and I don't have any eraser. Vertex formula are simply quadratic functions written in the form of a times x minus your horizontal shift squared plus k, which is your vertical shift. This case, 5 is your a, your scalar, hence why I called it a scalar in the beginning. X plus 5, well, what's the opposite of h? Negative h. Therefore, our h here is technically negative 5. How about my k? Do I have a k? Yes, it's a 0. Therefore, this is actually my vertex. Negative 5, comma 0. 5 is just a scalar. This is a really crappy graph, but if negative 5, 0 would be my